We all pray. We all dream. We all have hopes and ambition. We all want the best things in life. But how often do you recognize when you're actually living the dream? How often do you recognize that you're physically walking inside of answered prayers? Here I am in the streets of Paris, walking by myself, no one in sight. All I hear is the water dripping from this building. We're in Paris with a sold-out show for TGT, Three Kings. We're physically walking inside of answered prayers, a vision, an idea that a lot of people laughed at. A lot of people tried to talk us out of it. A lot of people didn't understand it. A lot of people wasn't ready for it. I came here to remind you, if you didn't know, that there is a God. And that the Lord Jesus Christ is the best thing that's ever happened to me. As I stand here in the streets of Paris, born and raised in Watts, South Central LA, when I was a kid and I was broke and I was hungry and I had so many different levels of dysfunction and confusion around my life. It was very easy for me to become uninspired and unmotivated because of the different realities of things that I was growing up around and things that I was exposed to. But it was only my faith in God that kept me dreaming beyond my bank account. Some of y'all have a habit of dreaming within your bank account. Some of your thoughts and visions are so big and so outlandish and so powerful and amazing, you'll end up talking yourself out of that dream from saying, I can't afford that. Well, guess what? There's a lot of shit I can't afford. There's a lot of visions and dreams that I still can't afford. I've always had this idea that one day I'm gonna meet a multi-billionaire. And with this multi-billionaire, we're gonna become the best of friends. And he's gonna say to me, Tyrese, I got all the money in the world, but I don't have your visions or your ideas. And I'll say to him, I got you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna waste your time. I got big visions and ideas. I can't afford them all, but it's not gonna stop me from having these visions and ideas. I'm in the streets of Paris. We're traveling back to America tomorrow, and I came here to remind you that there's an album. There's an album, and it's called Three Kings. And instead of you thinking that I'm a typical artist that's trying to sell albums, trying to sell you on something, I want you to understand that the success of Three Kings helps us to make a statement. They say that hip-hop is taking over. They say that R&B is dead. Three Kings was #1 in 14 countries on iTunes, #1 on Billboard in LA, in America. I came here to remind you that when people laugh at your visions and ideas, it's only because they don't have their own visions and ideas around what they're supposed to do with their life or their careers. People that don't have any dreams for themselves. They tend to be dream killers. People that don't have their own visions, they become vision killers. They want nothing more than to talk you out of your own visions. They don't have dreams for themselves. They don't have any hopes. They're hopeless. They're uninspired, unmotivated. They have no dreams. They have nothing that they're ambitious about. But I want to remind you to continue to dream and dream big. I have a habit of dreaming with my eyes open. I get very inspired by the things I see. I'm inspired by architecture. I'm inspired by photography. I'm inspired by ideas. I'm inspired by the idea that someone can have a vision. And if that vision had stayed in their mind, they would have robbed the world of the opportunity to experience that vision. I mean, think about this. As big as this is, the fact that it's in the middle of the street, if they had kept this idea inside their minds, I wouldn't be here to look at it or experience it. This is the power of visions and ideas. Right here. You see it? This is the power of not allowing anyone to laugh at you. When you say, I want to build something, a sculpture that can go in the middle of the street, and it can be an iconic sculpture that will last forever. Long after I'm dead and gone, this could be a sculpture that can stand in the middle of a street here in the streets of Paris. And if this person who built this would have allowed people to talk them out of their dreams and their visions, it wouldn't be here for us to see or experience. My voice is gone. We had a sold-out show here in Paris. I just wanted to remind you to dream and dream big, and understand that your family and friends and loved ones, in most cases, boyfriends, girlfriends, they will be the first to try and talk you out of your dreams, your visions, and ideas as to what you're supposed to do with your life. They will say, who wants you when you've already had 2 or 3 kids? Who wants you when you put on all that weight? Who wants you when you're looking like this and been through this and been through that? Nobody's interested in you. Nobody's checking for you. They'll laugh at you. They'll call you names because they have no dreams. They have no hunger for success. They don't have an appetite. They don't want it. I want to win so bad. My hunger and appetite for success is intimidating. It scares the shit out of people. I come up with new visions and ideas every single day. And people around me say, slow down, stop. You're doing too much. Your appetite is too big. I can't help myself. I want to win. I'm a billionaire. I was a change-aire. I was a dollar-naire. I was a thousandaire. I am a millionaire. There's only one step left. The billion. I don't think I'll see a trillion. But I know I'll see a billion. I believe it. I believe it. And there's no one in the world that can talk me out of that feeling. Sending my love all the way from Paris. If you make it to the end of this video, I want you to write Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. You have to be able to see what doesn't exist in order to be able to pull off or achieve what in most people's minds seems to be impossible. Only those that can see the invisible, being able to see what's not there. What is your vision? What is your idea? What was that God-sent dream? Only those that can see the invisible can do what seems to be impossible. You have to be relentless. You have to never let off the gas, never stop, never quit. Never allow anyone to talk you out of the dream, the vision, and ideas that God has sent you. And understand that for every level, there's another devil. It is the devil's job to create challenges, obstacle courses, and issues and conflicts, insecurities, fear, sending people to talk you out of your mission. Because he wants to put you to a test. But I can tell you now, I piss the devil off every day because I just don't stop. And the devil is so mad. This fucking guy, Tyrese. This fucking guy. Every time the man upstairs sends him a vision, he does it. Doesn't matter if he gets sick. It doesn't matter what happens to his money or his finances. It doesn't matter. He gets out of his bed. He gets off of his knees after praying to God, and he's on a mission to get it done. I hate people like Tyrese because as soon as God sends him a vision or an idea, he's obedient to God, and he makes it happen. TGT is a God-sent vision for me, Genuine, and Tank. We made it happen. I don't care if you already have the album. I need you to go to iTunes right now from wherever you are in the world, and I want you to download the Three Kings album. I want you to download the Three Kings album. That's what I want you to do. Download the vision. Do it. You'll thank me later. I love you. I'm going to stay awake tonight because while I'm here in Paris, I'm only wondering what other visions, ideas of God ready to send me, because he knows I'm going to do the work. What do you got in mind for me, God? Bring it on! I am not afraid! I love you! Ha ha! Yeah, I'm crazy. Crazy in love with the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm willing to tell the world about it. If you make it to the end of this video, only those that can see the invisible can do what seems to be impossible. I love you all the way from Paris, headed back to America tomorrow, sending love and inspiration for everyone around the world. Be obedient to the visions and the ideas, because there are many, many blessings, many blessings waiting for you on the other side of obedience. Do it. Do it. I believe in you. Love and light.